What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 2 Expert. Ooh, yeah, guys. So today I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. We have so many different quests to do and so many little things that we can do, but I'm trying to decide to focus on one thing. And honestly, I think what we should be doing is trying to progress and get Draconic Evolution unlocked. Now, I was kind of looking at this. In order to unlock the quest, we have to do this gate environmental tech. In order to do that, we have to make ourselves a litherite crystal. Yeah, so normally litherite you get from environmental tech by setting up the void ore miner, and you get these things at a random interval, whatever it is. So let's take a look. Litherite crystal. These guy right here. So yeah, you can get them from the void ore miner. If you use a green laser lens, you get it at a fairly high rate compared to just using a clear. And I think that percentage, yeah, it goes down on the higher levels, except for tier 6 for some reason that jumps up to 20%. But anyway, yeah, we can't do this until we have litherite. So in order to make the void ore miner itself, we need a bunch of these crystals. But we need one to unlock Draconic Evolution, and in order to make it, the only available recipe for us is to take molten enderium and then use a fluid transposer and put it onto a terrestrial artifact. So that guy is made by empowered things from actually additions, so empowered coal, lapis, emerald, iron, diamond, and redstone. All of those things make this artifact. Then we have to infuse this with molten enderium in order to do anything, or I guess to convert it into the litherite crystal. And then eventually, once we get ourselves the void ore miner, we won't have to worry about doing this nonsense anymore. But yeah, so we have to make one of these. So that means we are going to need to get ourselves a fluid transposer. Let's start making a list here. So a fluid transposer. We need one of those. Is that crazy complicated? It requires a carpenter, some portable tanks. We made those early on. That's inexpensive. Machine frame might be a little expensive if we don't have an extra one. Let's go take a look if we got stuff available for that yet. So a fluid transposer, we do not have one of those. So we will have to make another one of these recipes for the machine frame. So we need heavy engineering, iron casing, machine case, machine frame, some Inori crystals, and then a device frame, which is not that bad, okay? So, yeah, fluid transposer is going to be one of those things that we are going to have to make. And then it was a terrestrial artifact. We have to make one of these, and that required all of these empowered things, so we will get some use out of our, actually, additions empowerer over here. We haven't really done much with this since we set it up a while ago. And then, finally, we have to take that thing and then fill it up full of enderium. So enderium is a material that we have not made yet, and I believe we can do it in the furnace or smeltery. So we're gonna need one ender pearl, I guess a quarter of platinum, and then 3/4 of a lead. Anyway, somehow these all come out, and you can. I think if you do like 4 pearls, 1 platinum, and you can do 3 lead. And you get 4 enderium. I think that's probably like the best way of doing it. So I think that is what we're going to end up doing. So that'll get us 1. Let's do that. So pearl, let's get 4 of those. 1 platinum. We don't have very much platinum, so that's another thing we're going to have to look at. 4 pearls, 1 platinum, and 3 lead. I think those were the materials that we need. So we should be able to cram all of those into our smeltery here. The pearls are not melting. Okay, so let's stop the rest of this. So we cannot melt the pearls in here. So in order to do that, we might have to use our smelter. Do we not have the magma crucible? I guess not. Oh, here's another thing. These 3 machines, these 3 mechanism machines, we had sitting over here. We crafted those a few episodes ago. I sat them down to remind myself about them. And then last episode, we went ahead and we made ourselves an osmium compressor, which we had already made. Yeah. Whoops. So yeah, now we have 2 of those. So we have to make ourselves some kind of way to melt down ender pearls. Let's take a look at the uses for these. There might be a more, of a simpler way, a cheaper way. So induction smelter is usual. No, I'm sorry, not that. Magma crucible is the usual way to melt that down. We don't have one of those. That does require a machine frame, and that does not look super expensive. Is there another way for us to do that? Hellfire Forge, Mixer, Alloy Smelter. I guess if we were into Ender IO, we could probably make this material directly, and that's probably where we want to be eventually, but we can't do that just yet. Generator, melter, and an alloy furnace. So the actually alloy furnace. Okay, we can't do anything with that. A melter takes that and turns that directly into resonant ender. Did we ever make a nuclear craft melter? I think we've only made the alloy furnace. What does a melter cost? This. That looks a little expensive. A little intimidating. I don't think we're going to make this. So we are going to go ahead and do the magma crucible. So 2 more thermal expansion machines that we need to make. And the machine frames, we do make 2 at a time. So that's good. I'll go ahead and start working on this. See if we can get ourselves all the parts necessary to make another set of machine frames. And we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so we have both the fluid transposer and the magma crucible made now. We can place the magma crucible next to a smeltery drain. We will have to set the output configuration here. Okay, so we want it to output over to the right-hand side, right? I think that should be fine. It's not augmented at all, not upgraded. So we'll put the ender pearls in there, and then we just have to give it a little bit of power. So let's grab some flux ducts. Okay, like so. Okay, so we're getting power. It is starting to melt down those ender pearls. As they melt down, they should get ejected into the smeltery drain and then end up into the smeltery itself. So we don't have to worry about the smeltery melting those down. We already have the resonant ender in there. Okay, so we have that. So now we can put in our platinum and our lead ingots. I think that's all we're gonna need to do in order to make 4 Enderium ingots worth. Yeah, as soon as this platinum decides to melt down, this should be about done. Looks like we are done. So yeah, we're just waiting on the platinum to melt down now. That took an awful long time for that platinum to melt down, goodness. So there's our 4 Enderium ingots. All right, so now we can just go ahead. Do we want to pour that out into nugget form? Then we're gonna have to remelt it later, I think. I guess that's fine. We can, well, I was gonna say we can remelt it with the magma crucible, but I don't think we can. Let's actually go back to this real quick. So the uses for this come from the molten Enderium, and we get that from melting it down in the smeltery, alloying it like we just did. Magma crucible. Oh yeah, the magma crucible actually can melt that down. For some reason I was thinking we couldn't do that. Yeah, so we can melt that down and put it into the fluid transposer later. All right, so yes, we will just start pouring this out into our smart output here and turning those into ingots. Awesome. So now we have Enderium. Very, very good. I'm actually kind of surprised making the magma crucible and the fluid transposer did not give us any quest completions. I guess they're locked out behind some other things. Fluid transposer, magma crucible are at the very end here. We got compactor, sawmill, induction smelter, which I think we already have, the energetic infuser, and the fractioning still all have to be made before it. So hopefully we will receive credit for making those items. Anyway, now that that's done, we have the Enderium ingots. We need to start working on making this guy. So I don't think we have any of these parts, at least pretty sure we haven't crafted them ourselves. Maybe we've gotten these from rewards or something. Let's take a look. These are called empowered? Yeah, it looks like we've received a few of these. Maybe I found these in the loot chests over by where the dragons spawn. I seem to recall finding some of these there. Maybe I found enough. I don't recall getting all that, but it looks like we have everything for at least one. All right, so now we need to take the fluid transposer and our magma crucible. Quest complete, terrestrial artifact. Okay, where is that quest? That's not on a gate, is it? No, that is on something else. Maybe in the environmental tech tab. I'm not actually sure where that comes from. Anyway, we'll worry about that one later. So let's remove this. We can remove the piping. I will clean this up a little bit. We need these machines to do a thing. And there really is not enough room over there where we were just at. So I guess we can throw them down right here. So fluid transposer and a magma crucible. Like so, like so. This guy's going to output into the fluid transposer, and we'll set this thing to receive from that side. Okay, so one of those is going to melt down. We should have that over here. We place this into our fluid transposer, and nothing happens. Actually, something is happening. It's just happening really, really slowly. Oh, man, that's really slow. Why is that so slow? Oh, no. Well, we're going to end up with like a half ingot remaining here because if I remember correctly, it said 72. Yeah, 72 millibuckets. So we need to make a second one of these so we can get rid of the other half of an ingot. And we need to make a few pieces in order to do that. So we need lapis, emerald. What else are we missing? I guess redstone. Okay, so all of those are pretty easy. Do we already have the redstone crystals. We had the crystal blocks, we had the lapis, we needed, let's see, what else was it? Was that it? Emerald. We needed emerald. Okay, so we can take these and then upgrade them to the higher tiers. Let's just do it to the blocks themselves. So we are going to need empowered. So for the emerald block, let's take a look. So to empower it, we need 1 emerald, cactus green, aesthetic green block, how do you pronounce it? I don't know. Beryllium dust. Okay. We don't have any beryllium dust. Oh boy. So this is going to be quite the task here. So to get beryllium dust, we crush down an ingot. Oh, rock crusher with andesite gives us this output 0 to 2, average 1. Okay, well, I guess that's not quite as crazy as I thought it was going to be. Nuclear craft, that is a rock crusher. Just making sure we don't have one of those. Don't want another incident. So rock crusher. Okay, so to make one of those, we need a bunch of parts. And we have some of these parts. We don't have the machine chassis. And we now have the machine chassis. Perfect. Now we have a rock crusher. Awesome. So andesite, do we even have any of that? It doesn't look like it. Maybe we have some of that in our dank null. Andesite, we do. Perfect. All right, let's set this machine down somewhere and see what we can do with it. So you go here. We'll give you some andesite and... Wow. So it's going. It gets power. It starts going, and then we run out of juice. So this requires 8,000 RF per tick. That's a big problem here. So there are upgrades for these machines. This is nuclear craft. Nuclear craft upgrade. So we have the energy upgrade. Decreases the processing power of machines. These upgrades can be stacked, but the maximum number that will have an effect is equal to the number of installed speed upgrades. The power use will decrease with each upgrade. Okay. But the maximum number that will have an effect is equal to the number of installed speed upgrades. Since we have no speed upgrades installed, these won't have any effect on this machine. So we somehow need to get 8,000 RF per tick in order for this rock crusher to produce beryllium. That's kind of a problem. So let's move this machine. We're going to try something here. We got 10 million RF potentially stored over in this guy. Probably gonna have to turn it on, let it charge up. Activate reactor. So yes, we can have up to 10 million RF stored. We can disconnect it from the system and put the machine directly on here, and I think we are gonna do that. They should also receive power from the rest of the network, like our generators over here and our water wheel and so on. So we might be able to get a result doing it this way, but I would like to see our energy buffer a little bit higher. I guess we can just give it a go right now and see what happens. How fast are we draining power from this? Oh, looks like we're fine. We're fine. So we should be able to get something to happen here. Here's our beryllium dust. Let's see how many of these we can get, just so we don't have to keep doing this over and over again. Okay, we didn't get a second one. How are we doing on the power here? It's still draining. It's not good. Man. It said average 1, and we only got 1 so far. Hopefully we'll get one that gives us 2. Ah, perfect. All right, let's turn this off. We'll call that good for now. Let's hook this back up to our system. Okay, let this thing charge up for a little bit. I'll come over here and keep an eye on it and make sure we're not wasting power, but I do want that to charge up just a bit. Yeah, our generators are now running over here. Okay, so now that we have the beryllium dust, what were we doing with that? Let's go back up. Rock crusher, the empowered emerald required 1 beryllium dust and emerald. Okay, so one of those. What else was it? A cactus green and a aesthetic green block. I don't think we have any of those. So I believe in order to make that, well, let's go back and double check. I know it has something to do with quartz, but I don't remember. So chisel quartz in front of the atomic reconstructor. So quartz block, we need our chisel. Chisel block in front of the thingy. So regular vanilla quartz in there turned into the chisel quartz. And then all we got to do is run that in front of our laser. Perfect. So there's our green block. We have an emerald. Oh, I was clicked on the wrong thing. Emerald. Beryllium dust. And then we also need to get ourselves cactus green, which we have a little bit of cactus green already made up, which is awesome. Okay, so that all goes here with the emerald in the center, and then we just gotta wait for that to turn into the empowered version, and then we'll have more of those. And then I gotta repeat this process for the rest of these empowered items. That's gonna take a minute. Be right back, guys. I found my shovel, by the way. I saw that was missing. It somehow ended up over here, I guess, when I was searching previously. But anyway, I went to go make myself the empowered redstone. This guy. And normally this is a pretty straightforward recipe, but in this pack it has been changed. So we need the redstone reception coil, that's fine. We need ardite tool rod, that's fine. Red nether brick, so that's just nether brick with nether quartz, not a big deal. This, I don't know how to pronounce that word, so I'm not going to. This guy comes from ruby, that's thrown in front of the laser, or if we had crushed versions of that, we can put into a pressurizer, but we don't have that. So we need ruby. Ruby comes from, well, if we had mystical agriculture, we can make that pretty easily. Or if we had the ore, we can make that pretty easily. But we have neither of those. Don't have the ore. I was looking through the world gen. We can get it at a 0.02% chance. Highest looks like it's at Y2122. At a 0.016%. Yeah. Sieve, if we have crushed endstone, which we don't have crushed endstone, on a diamond stiffened mesh, we have a 5% chance of getting it. I think that's probably going to be our best option of doing this. Enrichment chamber, we need ruby. Flux anodizers, we need ruby, ruby, ruby. Crusher, again, all of these need ruby. We could do compressed ender gravel on the heavy sieve, but again, we have to have the ender stuff. And all these other ones require ruby. So basically, sieving is going to be our option. We need endstone in order to do this. And a diamond stiffened mesh, which I haven't looked at the recipe. That is all the standard recipe for that. So that's not a big deal. So endstone is what's holding us up from making empowered redstone. Okay, so we're going to take a step back. I thought we were going to be able to just do this. And no, we are not going to be able to just do this. Let's take a look at end stone. Is there a way for us to craft this maybe? Again, mystical agriculture. We don't have that. We can transmute sandstone into end stone using a starlight transmutation, but I don't think we've progressed enough into astral sorcery for us to do that. Glowstone and lava can produce end stone, so we do have a way of doing it. I'm not sure if I want to do that method. What else do we got here? Sag mill, fluid infuser. We don't have enough resonant ender to just be throwing it away in such a process. So I think what we really should do at this point is take a look at going to the end. We have to find a stronghold, and then we have to get there. I did see before that we have a dislocator. So we have a way of finding home. We can set that to warp here. If we get to the end and something crazy happens, this is our oh crap button that we can just get back to the base without losing everything in the end, right? Let's see. Draconium. We don't have any draconium. That'll also allow us to start getting draconium dust from like meteors and stuff in the end, or just finding the ore. That's what you need in order to make more of these. Oops, I was gonna do recipe on that, but it won't let me do that. Dislocator, these guys. Yeah, so blaze powder, draconium dust, and eye of ender. So it's rather inexpensive. The draconium dust, though, that's the hard part, and we can get that if we go to the end. Okay, so to get to the end, of course, the vanilla method, we need ender pearls, right? And then we need blaze powder. So let's just do this. I don't know. Let's do 24, because we're going to have to throw the pearls, and hopefully they don't break, and then we're going to need enough left over in order for us to make the end portal to get to the end, right? So ender pearls. I'm not really that afraid of using our ender pearl supply. Once we get to the end, oh, reusable ender pearl that carries you. Oh, okay, never mind. I think that was just a reusable ender pearl. Yeah, so once we get to the end, we'll have plenty of endermen around that we can kill, and then we should be able to make as much Eyes of Ender or whatever that we're going to need. Let me go ahead and set this thing here. In case we need to warp back, we have a way back. Okay, so that's set to here. It would be nice if we had another one of these set, or another one of those available to set, so we could warp to the end whenever we wanted to, but we don't really have one of those things, so yeah, we're not going to be doing that. Okay, so first things first, we need to figure out which direction we need to go for the stronghold, our closest stronghold. So let's get up high, click one of those, and looks like we are going almost south. Almost south. Okay, well, we got that back. Since we can fly and we can hang glide, it's going to make this process pretty quick, because I don't think the strongholds are further than like 2,000 blocks, and we can get 2,000 blocks fairly fast. So I'm just going to head over in this general direction. Let's do another one right here on top of this tree. See where we end up. Looks like we're still heading over this direction. Cool. So right over a pirate ship. Maybe we'll do it on top of that slime island. I believe we saw this pirate ship before, and it was actually, yeah, there's pirates there. Don't think I want to mess with those guys. Whoa. Press the wrong button. All right, let's get rid of these slimes. We'll toss another pearl. Probably have to cross the ocean, but let's just do it anyway. Yep, still wants us to go in this general direction. Okay, hopefully it's not super far, but anyway, I'm going to keep doing this until we find our stronghold. Alright guys, so it looks like it's somewhere around over here. I shot from that hilltop and it went this way. I just shot from right here, well I guess over here, and went back over here. So it's going to be somewhere in this general area. Let's try flying up a little bit and shooting one. So it still wants us to come over here. Gonna be under that water, isn't it? Okay, let's let our Ring of the Squid charge back up, and we will try again. Toss it. Oh, looks like we found it. Looks like it is right here. Awesome. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and just mark this location. New stronghold. Save. Close. Awesome. All right, so we're going to do like professional Minecrafters do, and we're just going to dig straight down to where we need to go. Hopefully we don't land into the lava of the nether portal room. Ah, I made the advancement I spy. Okay, I see the brick and stuff. That's a good indication that we are where we need to be. But am I going too far down? Where are we at? We're at Y22. Well, we went past the stronghold. Let's dig in here. Kind of want to get underground. There it is. Now we should be able to use the power of our map to see where it is that we need to go. Let's zoom in a little bit. So vertical chunk 1, right here. So there's the libraries. Okay. Well, it's not showing us anything on these. Oh, you know what? Because we haven't been down to those layers is why it's not showing us, huh? Okay. Well, we know where 2 different libraries are, so we can go raid these. I think that's going to be fine to do. Is it this way? Whoops, wrong button, this button. Yeah, there's a library just over here, so I guess I will just dig over to that. We'll get the goodies out of there. Yeah, all the books and stuff. I guess we can just vein mine it, why not? They're not, oh, okay, so it's separated by the planks, I forgot. I think we can vein mine all these cobwebs too and make our life easier. Cool. So I believe there's like 2 different chests in these libraries. Yeah, there's one over here anyway. Is there another one? Yeah, there's one right there too. Okay, so this guy has an ender orb, reusable ender pearl, monastic drone, empty map, some ingots. All right, so nothing super crazy. Let's pull out our old purple crystal shulker box. All right, drop all this stuff in here that we don't really need on us. All right, all of that stuff. Very good. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all of these bookshelves too. I want all of these books. Let's see what's in the other chest before I do that real quick. And this guy, we get ourselves an ender sack, portable ender chest. Okay, that's kind of cool. Bat's wings, emerald apple, unlock blocked villager trades with red X, or cures zombie villagers, and a copper ingot. Awesome. Let me go ahead and destroy this library and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so I dug down under the library, came down a little bit further, and then I changed the vertical chunk because I forgot to do that. I changed the vertical chunk to 16 to 31. We can see right here that that's the portal frame, so I put a waypoint here for the stronghold portal. We're not super far away from that right now, but as I was digging down here, I saw, hey, ruby ore. So yeah, the thing that we are really trying to get, we just found accidentally, which is kind of cool, I suppose. Our first bit of ruby, though, we got 4 of them. But yeah, let's try and get to that stronghold portal. So that is over here, this direction. And it did look like that there was a lava lake or something nearby. So you probably have to come down here through this door. Actually, isn't this where we came down? Yeah, it is. So let's get back here. Where are we at? We're over here. Stronghold portal. I'm going the wrong way. Stronghold portal. Why do I not see the waypoint? Base. I guess I just might be too close to it, or I'm blind. One of the two. Either I'm too close to it or I'm blind. What's in here? Ooh. Electric motor, mana, steel, apples, and redstone. Let's go and grab that chest so I don't accidentally try and look for that again. We'll have to take a look at the map because I'm not sure. All right, so it's a few blocks in front of us, really. Oop, I hear a skeleton or something. Got a spider in there. All right, we are... Guess we have to go say hello to Mr. Spider here. So it's gotta be like right below us. Yep, pretty much down here. All right, well, let's dig down to it. There it is, awesome. All right, so we're here. There's a silverfish spawner. We don't need the silverfish. Let's just get rid of the spawner. Whoop, they don't sound too happy about that. All right, that one's done. That one's done. Don't you knock me into lava, you jerk. Cool, all right, so all the silverfish are taken care of. Really, what I'd like to do is to dig up to the surface and just have like a quick drop all the way down here, because I'm sure we're gonna have to come down here more than once, right? That's usually the case anyway. I don't like this compressed mob, whatever that is, but let's try and get all the way up to the surface as much as possible. Probably need to stop and let our ring recover for a moment. Oh, there's a creeper all the way down there now. What the heck? All right, so ring has recovered, and we'll continue digging up. We are almost at... Yep, we're right where we need to be. Perfect. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, that's right where we went down, pretty much. Where did we dig straight down, though? It had to have been... It was over here somewhere. I don't know. Well, we dug down. It wasn't in the right spot. We now have the right spot. So let's set our waypoint right here. We'll delete this. We'll delete this. We'll add a new one just called stronghold right next to our hole that goes down. Yep. So when we're further away, we can fly right here and then go straight down to where we need to be. Cool. Looks like that creeper got killed. Very good. We'll just cover this up so nothing can get in here at us. And then let's make it so nothing can spawn in here too. We'll throw a few torches around. Cool. Now the only problem is getting back out of here is going to be annoying since our ring, we can't fly like super far at a time. Yeah, so we'll have to like take stops, take breaks to get back out of here. But I think that's all fine. All right, let us open up our box once again. Throw all of our random stuff in here that we don't need on us at the moment. That should be good. I'll take the cobblestone. All right. So now that we have that, oh, you know what? We don't have a ranged attack method, do we? We don't have a bow and arrow. I should probably go back. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go grab myself a bow and arrow. Let's fill this in as much as possible and make it so we don't accidentally fall into this thing as we're doing it. Cool. Portal open. Let's go back and get ourselves some kind of ranged attack method, and then we will take this on. Alright guys, I was able to quickly run back to the base, grab a fresh bow and some arrows, and it turns out we can use our Ring of the Squid to fly all the way up and out to the surface without having to stop. So yep, it is now time to go to the end, and hopefully things are gonna be okay here. Where we at? Alright. Alright. Oh. Why can I not use my ring? Okay, so it's one of those things, you change dimensions, the ring doesn't work anymore. I was hoping that wasn't some kind of a nerf. I don't think it is. Oop, get that thing. It's been a long time since I used a vanilla bow. I'm actually a pretty good shot if I know what I'm doing. Maybe if I put the hang glider in my other hand. Actually, hold on a second. No, I think we'll be okay. Let's just do it this way. Okay, getting these things done. Collect the infinite. I'm not sure what collect the infinite is. What did we just collect? Grains of infinity. Oh. Okay, that harmed the dragon just a little bit. Very good, very good. Another one done. Grab that one. Yeah, being able to fly makes this like super, super simple, right? All right, that one. Then we have to do the slightly harder ones where we gotta get rid of the cage, which with Vein Mine makes it like trivial. Whoop. If I can actually land on it, it makes it trivial. There we go. Get rid of this. All right. And boop. Cool. So one more to do. And then we can kill Mr. Durgan. Or actually, I guess it's Mrs. Durgan. I don't know. People always say it's female because it lays eggs, right? Mrs. Durgan. Awesome. All right. So all that's done. So now it's a matter of not dying to the Enderman and killing ourselves one dragon. All right, guys. So this should be the final fight right here. And done. Awesome. So what that dropped? Some Supremium Essence, Dragon Scales, an Epic Shader Grab Bag, some Draconium Dust. That's kind of nice. Yeah. Didn't have to shoot too many arrows, actually. All right, so let's right-click the egg, have that drop over here. We will grab this thing. Throw a torch under there. Oop. Just like so. Awesome. Okay, so now we got ourselves the Durgan egg. We got ourselves the dragon kill. We pretty much just beat Minecraft right now. We are super, super awesome at this game. So that should have spawned a thing to go to the outer islands right there, and I've gotten quite a few ender pearls just from the dragon killing things and so on and so forth. We really came here specifically for endstone, and there's gonna be plenty. I really don't want to destroy this island too bad. Celestial crystal, what is that? Wait, where? Celestial crystal shards. Uses. So that just turns into those crystals. I guess that's just like a glowstone? Is that the only thing? It's just kind of like a purple glowstone? Maybe. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to destroy this island too bad. There's like, you know, infinite end outside of this island where we can go destroy. So I'm just going to shave off some of these blocks, make like a little staircase or whatever up to the thing you throw the pearl into. And we're going to go out there and grab some chorus fruit while we're here before we wrap up the episode. Cool, so staircase made all the way up to this thing, and whoops, if I can aim this thing properly, just toss it in there, yeah? There we go. All right, so advancement made, remote getaway. Awesome. So I see a lot more of those crystals around. Yeah, that must be like glowstone, the way that stuff is growing. We needed chorus fruit for something. I can't remember what it was, but let's just go and grab some of those. We'll probably want to grab some of the flowers as well, and I believe you only get those by using an axe on the flower themselves. If you just chop them down at the base, you don't get anything. So yeah, let's make sure we get a couple of these. I think those do work in the garden cloche, so we really only need one of them, but I'll just grab a few. Just grab all the ones off of this. And then, of course, we can always come back here whenever we want to and grab more of the stuff. Cool, so we got the chorus flowers, we got the chorus fruit, we defeated the dragon, we got some premium essence, we got ourselves a heart. Oop, apparently I looked at this guy. Stay back, stay back. All right, give me more pearls, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to farm up a bunch of these pearls too, definitely. I will... Let's go ahead and make another staircase here. I mean, we have the warp thing, so we can just warp back, right? But might as well just put this thing here in case we need to make a quick trip or whatever. All right, and then pearl through there, and we're back. Cool, so I guess the final stage to beating Minecraft is going through the end portal and watching the credits, which we're not going to watch, but we will go through the portal so we can get the advancement. Sweet, we did it. We did it, and we're back to our base. Awesome. All right, guys. We're going to go and wrap the episode up here for today. I think that was a backwards one. Did we just gain some health? Are we gaining health? Maybe we are. Yeah, we'll go and wrap the episode up here for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.